Okay, so what we're going to look at today is we're going to look at Mesopotamia and the Fertile Crescent. There'll be 4 different videos of this for each section. You are to watch each video, write down 3 facts that you learned or that you find interesting, put those 3 facts on a slide for each section, and then turn that slideshow in on Friday. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the geography of the Fertile Crescent. So the Fertile Crescent is the land, or Mesopotamia is the land between 2 rivers, which is the Tigris and Euphrates River. These are mentioned in the Bible. Mesopotamia is literally means land between 2 rivers, or Mesopotamia in Greek means between 2 rivers. That's a good fact to know. Mesopotamia is part of the larger area of the rich farmland called the Fertile Crescent. It's divided into 2 regions, the northern and southern Mesopotamia. Annual floods of the Tigris and Euphrates bring silt. This is another key word or another fact that you could use for your slideshow. Silt is a mixture of rich soil, and what would happen is it would flood every year. They have an annual flood, and when the flood goes away, it leaves this rich soil which they could grow their food in. And villages formed around where it flooded and where they could grow food, and these villages became one of the world's first civilizations. They also used irrigation and canals where they would dig trenches so they could control where their water went, and then the increased amounts of food led to extra food, and another name for extra is surplus, and they started developing new jobs. The water, the Tigris and Euphrates would rise or fall depending on amount of rainfall, but irrigation and canals, remember we talked about canals, a man-made waterway. Irrigation is a way of supplying water to an area of land. That made sure that they could control the flood, and they could control water to the fields when there was a drought. Irrigation led to more food. More food led to less people needing to do farms. So they took on other jobs, became laborers. Large projects were taken, and settlements grew in size, and this is where we start having our first cities. If we look at the map of the Fertile Crescent, we can see over here is the Nile River is Egypt. Here's the Arabian Peninsula, Asia here, Europe's here, and this is basically in the Middle East where modern day Iraq is. In this area right here is the land between 2 rivers, Mesopotamia. You have the Euphrates and the Tigris, and you have a crescent-shaped river there. We can see a better picture of this, the early river civilizations that we're going to talk about over the next few weeks. We have Mesopotamia here. We have Egypt here in Africa. This is in Asia, the Middle East. This is also in Asia down here around the Indus Valley close to India. And then also in Asia is the section here in China. So that is all of section 1. As I said, go ahead and write down your 3 facts from this, and we'll move on to section 2. What?